Imagine standing in a cave, the walls covered in symbols carved thousands of years ago. You run your fingers across their grooves, trying to decode their meaning. But their voices, those ancient echoes, are gone. What was inscribed here? A sacred chant, a poem of triumph, a warning meant to endure. Languages, like living organisms, have lifespans. Some thrive for millennia, evolving, adapting, branching into new dialects and cultures. Others, however, disappear, extinguished by war, colonization, cultural suppression, or the simple passage of time. Linguists estimate that thousands of languages have gone extinct since humanity first learned to communicate, leaving us a tragic legacy. Words, ideas, and logic systems lost forever to the winds of history. Take Linear A, for instance, the ancient script of the Minoans, the enigmatic civilization that flourished on Crete more than 3,000 years ago. Linear A predates Greek and tantalizes scholars with its mystery. Despite decades of analysis, it remains undeciphered. Now imagine the Polynesian carvings of Rongorongo, the enigmatic glyph system found on Easter Island. To the untrained eye, they appear as ornate decorations. To experts, they potentially encode cosmological secrets, visions of stars and gods. From a civilization so isolated, it was scattered across the Pacific like forgotten whispers. But no Rosetta Stone exists for Rongorongo. These aren't merely curiosities. Languages represent far more than sounds and letters. Words tether us to memory. They encode systems of thought, worldviews, and beliefs handed down through generations like ancient treasures. When a language disappears, it isn't just speech that fades. It's a collapse of ancestral wisdom, of cultural identity, of unique patterns in cognition and connection. Let's pause on an evocative example. Sumerian, the world's first recorded language, a tongue that birthed epic poetry, legal codes, and celestial charts. Its speakers called themselves the black-headed people. Sumerian outlived being a native language, and then it vanished entirely. The stories behind these vanishing languages beg larger questions. What else are we missing? Could lost tongues harbor scientific discoveries, astronomical charts, or models of reality we can't even fathom? Recent advancements give us hope, a chance to recover pieces of these lost languages. Artificial intelligence is now being employed to predict grammar rules and sound systems of extinct tongues based on surviving fragments. In other cases, oral traditions, songs, riddles, and chants passed down through centuries serve as linguistic fossils, preserving fragments of ancient languages hidden inside metaphors and rhymes. But progress remains slow, especially when there is so little left to work with. Consider the erasure of languages during colonization or war. Today, globalization accelerates this phenomenon. Linguists estimate that nearly one language dies every 2 weeks. Yet we wonder, why fight to save them? Isn't modern communication rooted in efficiency? Basque, one of Europe's oldest isolates, clings to existence, carrying traditions. Languages like Ainu are linguistic time capsules. They remind us that human diversity extends far beyond simple nationality, and that languages themselves are keys to different realities. Human innovation has not given up on saving what still remains. Projects like UNESCO's Linguistic Atlas and the Rosetta Project endeavor to collect, document, and archive the endangered voices of the world. Every lost language is a vanished thread in humanity's greater tapestry. Standing here today, looking forward into a rapidly evolving future, we face crucial decisions about what to hold on to. Reviving even fragments can heal wounds deeper than words, for within each lost voice lies a glimpse into the soul of humanity itself. And so, we return to where we began. The echoes. These forgotten voices will never truly fall silent, not while they leave their marks. Each lost language reminds us who we were and urges us forward to preserve the untold stories waiting to be uncovered. The echoes may be faint, yes, but perhaps, if we listen closely enough, we can still hear them.